Hi there, so this is gonna be a really quick tutorial about how to use sound pulsations, sound level to control anything you want. So as you probably know, when you use something like a cloner, here we have some cubes, you can add a MoGraph effector sound, and if you load a sound, you can use this one. As you can see on the graph here, the basses are on the left and the middles in the middle and the high tones on the right. You can use this, let me just extract this one. You can use a sample zone, a probe zone, to check if there is sound or not. Something like this. So actually the value of this probe is 0. Let me go one frame forward. Is actually 0.3, and the bottom is at 0 and the top is at 1, so it's nearly completely filled, so we have 0.8 here and we won't get much more, so let me just put this limit down. Alright, so this probe is working on a peak sampling, so it will give you the highest value here, so 0.9. Now, as you surely know, you can go on the cloner, on the effectors, and here is the sound. The sound effector is here because the cloner was selected when I created the sound cloner. If the cloner were not selected, the sound should be on its own, and you can add the sound on the effectors zone, on the effectors list of the cloner, and here is the result. Alright, so on the sound parameters you can control some things like the position, X, Y, Z, the rotation. Let's make something like this, the scale, uniform scale, give 1. Alright, so what if I want to control something else other than transformation, color, or those other things here? So the trick is to use an Espresso script to extract the data from the sound. So I will remove the sound from the cloner. You know what? I will remove the cloner himself. So now the sound is on its own, and I just have this cube here. Let's turn the cube to let's say a rigid body, and Control D. Let's go to the bullet section and turn the gravity to 0. So now the cube is on its own. Alright, so to extract the sound you will need to use an Espresso. You can set it inside any object. I will create a null for the purpose of the subject. Express. I will add programming Espresso tag. Now you grab the sound. We will need to extract the level from the probe, so you can't get it directly from the sound. You need to expose the object and use a sample node from the motion graphics nodes sample. Connect the effector to the entry point of the sample extractor. Use the strength as the output. Now I will just use a result to see if there is something. As you can see, the result is always 0 because something really special. You can extract a sample if the samples know, if the sound knows where you want to extract it. Actually, the sound effector is not affected to any cloner, and he has no idea. He don't know if he needs to extract some data or not. So you can force it by adding a simple field, let's say a box field, and using this graph nodes on the Espresso editor, you can extract the data from the center here, from the center of the box field at the coordinate 0, 0, 0. So now we should probably have some data here, as you can see, 0.2. And now the data, the value here of the strength is changing. So now you can use this value and remap it if you want. Let's say I'm gonna create an attractor here. So the attractor will attract the cube, and let's say I want to drive the strength of the attractor from the beat of the music. So I'm gonna drag the attractor here, choose an input field. Where is this object strength, object property strength? But before that, I'm gonna remap, because the values are from 0 to 1, so I need to remap them. So I'm gonna use a remap. I don't remember where it is, so let me just right click and range from Espresso, calculate range mapper. Alright, so actually my values out from the sample are from 0 to 1, so I'm gonna remap it here from 0 to 1 to 0 to, let's say, 1000, and attach it to the strength of the attractor. Let me just go to the attractor and set the speed limit to let's say 100 centimeter. Alright, quite difficult to see the result. Let me limit the speed to 5. Something more. So it's hard to see, but if you take a look here, the strength value is changing over time. But the cube is not affected by something else. So let's just add a simple plane with a collision tag, bounce 100, friction let's say 20, and now inside my go back to Control D to the bullet general informations for the gravity, turn it on to 1000, and now the cube wants to fall down, but it is also attracted by the attractor from time to time. So let's use a range map, a higher range mapper, 105,000, and here it is. From time to time, on each beat on the music, the cube is attracted. Let me use something lower like this, and on the attractor my speed limit, let's turn the speed limit to 100. Perhaps it is too much. 50. Alright. So now your cube is dancing. So that's all for today, friends. Have a good time and see you soon. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you need ask questions. I like it. Thank you very much. Bye.